Hey GP learners! Video consultations are becoming a massive part of consulting in the medical profession, partly because of COVID, but also it is the progression of what we're seeing. And it's a bit weird, isn't it? Because there are various different ways that you can do a video consultation. You can use a webcam that's either built into your PC or laptop, or a separate one, like I've got up here. But for many people, the systems that they're using allow you to do a video consultation either through a phone or a tablet, partly because of the cellular data making it mobile, but also because it's a quick and easy way to do a video consultation. That sounds easy, doesn't it? But the problem you've sometimes got is that where do you hold the phone? Where do you put the tablet? How can you keep it stable so you can do a decent consultation? It's a weird problem to have, isn't it? And it's one I'm going to solve for you in this episode. I'm going to give you 4 different options you can consider. Some of these are free, some of these are going to cost you a little bit of money, but actually may make your life a lot easier. If this is the first time I'm meeting, I'm Dr. Gandalf of EGP Learning, where I look at supporting you with technology-enhanced primary care and learning. And this episode, we're going to cover the best phone holders for video consultations. Let's tech enhance your primary care and learning. So let's get straight into it, shall we? You might kind of think, why do I need a holder for my phone? Well, if you are doing a video consultation through a mobile device like a phone or a tablet, if you're holding it, you can't really type at the same time and half your body's kind of distracted in terms of what you're doing. So that's not great. So it's better to have the phone or tablet somewhere where it's stable and you can use both your hands. Now if you're doing this on a laptop or if you're doing this on a desktop, you could just simply prop it against something. And that's fine if that's okay for you. But one thing to remember, a lot of phones nowadays aren't really stable, and as a result of that they can easily slip if you get a knock, if you're typing too hard on the keyboard, or the angle may not be great in terms of what you're trying to do if you're using your laptop as the backup and things. You may have a stand built into your mobile phone case, and that can work perfectly in the right situation. But it's important to remember most video consultation platforms require your phone to be in portrait mode. So, held up like this, not like this, and most stands are designed to keep your phone in this format for watching things like videos and stuff rather than for video consultations. So which options do you have available? So first up would be just a very simple stand that angles your phone, and these come in a variety of different options. One of the best and simplest ones I've ever had is one from a particular Swedish furniture manufacturer. It's this little thing. It's simply a piece of wood with an angle stand built into it. And really easily, you just simply slide your phone into it like that. And as a result, you can see it holds the phone perfectly upright. Quick, simple, and easy. And what I'm going to do now is show you what it looks like from the patient's perspective when we're doing this. Shall we have a look? So GP learners, this is me using my phone in my little angle stand. And what do you think? How does it look? Would this be the type of consultation you're happy to run? You tell me. So that's one option. One of the things to remember, so this is a very basic option, and you can get some that actually allow you to enhance the sound of the phone as well, because it uses simple acoustic construction to do that. I'll put links in for those down below. So that option is quick, easy, and cheap to use. The slight downside you've got is that you can't change the angle of the phone. So there are other options you can consider. One is a simple plastic stand that allows you to change the angle of the phone. Again, I'll put links in the show notes for you to have a look at those. And that can be a really good option if you're buying multiple ones, because to be honest, they're quite cheap and quite easy to get a hold of. Alternately, you can go for a more robust stand that allows you to also charge the phone at the same time, because it holds the phone slightly higher off the table, and again, allows you to angle. They tend to go for around about £10 to £12 each, so they are a little bit more expensive, but allows you to charge the phone, as I said, and angle it easily and effectively. So that's your first option. Your next option is to use a dedicated smartphone stand, and that's what I've got here. So this is a simple octopus-based stand, or gorilla pod as many other people can sometimes call them, and onto it it's got a smartphone holder that allows you to place the phone in whatever position you want and change the direction of it quickly and easily. And this is really good if you're having to change your clinical rooms, for example, because one of the things to remember is lighting plays a massive part in how the consultation will work from the patient's perspective of whether they can see you or engage with you or not. And having the ability to change the angle, the depth, the height, that kind of stuff with something as simple as this, really amazing. And to be fair, also keeps it off the table so you can charge it quickly and easily, so stick your cable in there, as well as you can change wherever you want it. And to be honest, if you think about doing things like video conferencing as well and using your phone as the camera for those, you can take these pretty much anywhere. So great in that respect. And to be honest, one of the better options to consider when you think about which holder to have for video conferencing. However, what if you want something a little bit more robust, a little bit more permanent, but also something that not only allows you to do video consultations, but also allows you to record the consultations, for example, for educational purposes, when you're doing face-to-face consultations in your rooms. I've covered a lot of this in our episode that talks about how to record consultations, but one of your options to consider is a gooseneck stand. What on earth is a gooseneck stand? Well, there's one right behind me. This. And what this allows you to do is simply to place the phone into the holder here, and it works quite well for tablets as well. And as a result of that, you can angle this to whatever direction you need. So perfect for video consultations. So for example, for me, the light's behind me. I can sit this way, phone in here, and as a result of that, the person can see me quite quickly and easily, and I've got great light coming onto me, and I can move that however I want. However, if I wanted to record the consultation I'm doing with patients here in my room, so they would normally sit there, I can simply angle this quickly and easily either that way or change it completely like that, however I want. As you can see, it's pretty robust, it's firm and it stays there. As long as you don't keep tapping it too much, it's going to give you a really good clear picture as well as audio as well, depending on the device that you're using. And this, EGP learners, is what it looks like using my phone with the gooseneck stand. What do you think? How does this compare to the other images that you've had? Let me know what you think. I find this a really good option if you're looking for something a lot more permanent. And you can get extra versions that have an additional light. So particularly if your room doesn't have a great setup in terms of the type of lighting that you've got, you can get these kind of versions that have selfie lights coming off them, light onto you. So particularly for video consultations can be quite useful. Is that something ideal for a clinical setting? Maybe not. Potentially better for you to have in your home environment if you're doing video consultations at home, but it's definitely something to consider depending on your situation. So what's the fourth option? Well, to be honest, the fourth option is not something I would really recommend for routine clinical practice. However, if you are setting up dedicated rooms for video consultations, or if you're doing video consultations from a home environment exclusively, these can be an option that allow you to get the best possible video consultation environment for engaging with patients. And that's effectively having a mobile recording setup. What on earth am I talking about? Well, there's loads of different ways you can do this. To be honest, the cheapest and most effective one I have found is using a smartphone rig with a light and a microphone attached onto it with a stand. And again, if you want to check it out, there's a really good option down below that I have right here. This is my Ulanzi rig that I've got, and some of you may have seen this on earlier of my videos, and I use this when I'm out and recording mobile videos and stuff. And simply the phone goes into there, you can hold it upright like that, you get an attached mobile phone stand that attaches onto there, and you even get an extra little microphone. Afraid I can't show you because I'm using it to record this video right now, but that can attach onto there. And these use hot shoes, which basically allow you to slip them on, slip them off, and that kind of thing. And this allows you to create a situation where you have got a mobile workstation that effectively allows you to do video consultations and can deal with a lot of the environmental issues you potentially have to deal with if you're doing video consultations, as I said, either from home or if you're having a dedicated room for it. It's a quick and easy one that can be moved really quickly and easily if you need to change that room for another purpose really quickly. This is the more expensive out of the options, but to be honest, it's not that expensive. You can on average get this for about £30 to £40, everything included. So that's stand, rig, light and microphone. And that will give you probably the best video consultation setup for engaging with patients. It also doubles up as a really good way of creating content like what I'm doing for you guys, and a great entry route for that. For any of the equipment you've seen, feel free to check out the show notes below with all the links to these particular products on the website. They are affiliate links, so if you do use them, I do get a really small amount from you using that at no extra cost to yourself. If you don't like that, feel free to just Google it and you'll find the products as well. So those are the best phone holders for video consultations. I did mention earlier, you may be interested in using webcams. If that's the case, check out my video just here that gives you all the details of not only which webcams to consider, but also how to place them and things you need to consider when doing so. So GP learners, I hope you found this a really useful episode looking at the best options for phone holders for video consultations. Which was your favourite? Let me know in the comments, love to know what you think. As always, if you've got any comments or questions, contact me. Social media, whichever platform you prefer, I'm on virtually all of them. As always, subscribe, ring the bell to make sure you get the best of all of our content first and foremost. And as always, EGP Learning is here to help save you and your patients time by tech enhancing your primary care and learning. Catch you in the next episode.